pastor in the city not so very long ago. Though she wasn't very pretty in the gutter in the snow, while her face was poxed and blistered, and her feet were gashed and torn, and the ragged clothes were twisted around her bent and broken form. And all the people passing turned their eyes so not to see, for it was the Christmas season, and a time to merry be. Though I've tried so to forget her, the memory lies deep. It's no pleasure when you're living on the bottom of the heap. It's no pleasure to be living on the bottom of the heap. In the soup line with her children, they were huddled from the cold, waiting for a cup of porridge and the bread that's some days old. She'd been beaten, she'd been battered by the one she'd called her man, till the only thing that mattered to her were the children in her hand. But the welfare wants the children, for they tell her she's unfit, 'cause she had a home to go to, and she ran away from it. Now she's calling all the agencies, looking for a place to sleep. It's no pleasure when you're living on the bottom of the heap. It's no pleasure to be living on the bottom of the heap. In the alleys and the doorways, sleeping on the subway grates, see the legions of the losers of our grand United States. They are left there to remind you, if you care for keeping score, that a land is only rich as the poorest of its poor. And your factory goes bankrupt, or you have a child that's sickly, you become an alcoholic, it can happen awful quickly. When you're going down, my friend, the road is slick and steep. In no time you could be living on the bottom of the heap. You or I could both be living on the bottom of the heap. It's no pleasure when you're living